Fire Princess Reviews. I'm Fire Princess Lily here to tell you about comics, cartoons, and other awesome nerd shit. So, it's Wednesday, my dudes. I don't know why I keep saying that, but I do. That means we're reviewing that time I got reincarnated as a slime. It actually came out yesterday, so it makes today a great day to review it. Now, if you haven't watched the episode, it's episode 9, Attack of the Ogres. It's really fun. Go watch it. Watch it right now. I know you can do it. Go do it. Because if you don't and you watch this video, I'm going to spoil a lot of things for you because that's what this is. It's another episode review, and of course, it's my favorite anime of the season, so we're going to talk about it in length. And my favorite character from the show has been introduced. Well, kinda. Like, she'll get better introduction in the next episode, but that's not important. I mean, it is important, but it's not important. So let's get into it. Like I said, go watch it if you haven't. If you have, come with me onto this video. I don't know. It's a lot of excitement. Water. So, the episode opens up with the goblins and the dwarves rebuilding the village after the attack by Shizu and Ifrit. Of course, Shizu didn't mean to make all that damage, but, you know, shit happens. So, as people are building stuff and doing things, Rimuru takes some time to themselves in order to be a human. Just like have a human body. Like, it's pretty funny. Walks up to his building, looks around, goes inside, and whoop! Becomes a human. He's like, yeah, I'm a human! Yes, this is great. And he asks the Great Sage, oh wait, Ifrit can make like copies of his body. Can I do the same? And Great Sage is like, yep, you can do that. You can do a whole lot of shit. We'll talk more about that later. So, Rimuru creates a copy. He notes that it's created with like a black mist. It gets explained that it's using Magisouls to create the extra body. It's different from when Rimuru does a mimicry. And Rimuru gets to see what they look like. And they are not at all surprised to find that they look very much like Shizu. We get a kind of fun scene where Rimuru checks to see what's down there, and it's nothing. Rimuru figures out how to make the body more masculine, more feminine, but settles on their very androgynous form, which we approve of. We stand it. Anyway, moving on. Rimuru leaves his house wearing clothes, and the goblin chief, goblin boss, Rigurd, is like, are you sure you don't need anything, like, to eat, you know, again today? Like, that'd be, like, come on. And Rimuru's like, well, nah, I'm fine. It's not like I can taste anything, Realizing that his human form has a sense of taste, he says, yes, I will eat with you. I want to eat with you guys from now on because taste. And so they decide to prepare a big feast. He sends a hunting party along with, made up of Rigor, Gabata, some other nameless goblins. I mean, they all have names. And the Tempest Wolves. He also sends Ranga along with them because he just has a feeling. While they're off hunting and he's hoping they're going to bring a lot of great meat, he goes back to where it all began, where he met Veldora, and basically tests some of the abilities that he gained, not only from Ifrit, but from Shizu. Apparently Shizu had an ability to just start like mixing and matching abilities in order to create new abilities, which is OPAF, of course. While he's doing that, he gets a call from Ranga in his head. It's like, uh-oh, emergency. So he rushes off. We get to a scene where Gabata is one of the remaining goblins standing, and he gets slashed across his chest. It's not a very deep cut, but hey, cool beans. He got, I mean, it's not, I like Gabata. I like Gabata a whole lot. But Rimuru shows up, heals Gabata. Ranga's actually like keeping several of these enemies at bay. It's the Ogres, and I really love the Ogres. They're some of my favorite characters of the series, especially Xion. I'm not going to tell you which one Xion is because she hasn't been given her name yet, but I really like her. She's a lot of fun. Her character is silly. Like, just the premise of it is great, and I love it. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, because it could be one of the two. Deal with it. Not spoiling that. They'll probably get their names next episode, so I'm working really hard not to use their names in order to just, say what's going on. But not only is Gabata still, basically up, Ranga's up, but Rigger is also up. He's fighting with one of the Ogres and actually is doing kind of okay. Rimuru tells him to back up. He asks Ranga basically, what happened, or he explains like, okay, so what I need you to do is I need you to keep the pink-haired one, busy, don't kill her, be nice, and I'll handle the rest from here. And the Ogres are like, wow, you're pretty fucking overconfident. Like, are you fine? We're gonna fight you all, and we're gonna all fight you. We're gonna kill you because you're evil. Because Rimuru's wearing Shizu's mask, and they've mistaken him for somebody else because of it. So Rimuru makes pretty short work of a couple of the Ogres using abilities that he gained from absorbing monsters, his paralyzing breath, his steel string, and his body armor, which he uses to punch one of them super hard. Oh, it's so hard not to say their names. It's part of reading the manga. I know these things. Anyway, moving on. He gets into combat with the red-haired one, we're going to call him, and the old one. God. And they kind of hold their own pretty well. The old one cuts off one of Rimuru's arms. He's like, I must be getting old. I thought I cut off your head. Like, he's super cool. Rimuru basically flaunts all his power, and the pink-haired one's like, whoa. He's not, like, gathering that magical energy from anywhere else. He's just using all his own energy to do that. He is super powerful. But the Ogres are prepared to go down in fucking glory and fight. And basically, pink-haired one intervenes. She's like, look, I don't think at all that he's our enemy. And she explains why. And they're forced to concede that they've made an error. And they ask Rimuru for forgiveness. And he's like, yeah, no problem. No big deal. Come back to our place. We're going to have a feast. For the merrier. And that's basically how the episode ends. Now, in comparison to the last heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching, tear-jerking episode that we witnessed last time, this was definitely a lighter, more fluffier episode. And I guess that's because, there's going to be those points in the story, because that time I got reincarnated as a slime is definitely a different kind of isekai anime or manga that you're used to. Like, you're expecting, like, all these kinds of actions. Rimuru should be, like, an overpowered jerk. Sure, he's got a lot of power, but he's super lazy about using it, and he would rather just, be friends with everybody rather than cause problems. That's his whole deal. So, it's really neat. I'm really enjoying that. I enjoyed this whole episode. I especially like that the Ogres got introduced. I'm glad that they're going to get their names in the next episode. If that's a spoiler for you, if you didn't see that coming, I'm sorry. But it's... Rimuru names every monster he comes across. He's like Bruce Wayne with orphans. And, yeah, that's it. That's the episode. The animation, it is really great. Like, it needs to be because there's a lot of action, but it's, got its own sort of style that separates itself from a lot of the shonen styles. And I guess it's not really a shonen anime, it is an isekai, but it definitely, it has a good feel. And it's just like, all the action's great. It's an anime, if I'm not mistaken, that has a smaller budget than some of the other ones this season. Not like a super tiny budget, but a smaller one. And so it's definitely, the animation quality isn't worse or anything. It's just drawn a little messier. Or the lines are, like, you know what I mean? Like, it looks good, but there's something that's just a little different about it from, like, the other shows this season. That's how I feel. But even so, like, the action scenes, when we do have action scenes, are quite incredible. And I can't wait until they're, like, further into the season, because there's, like, going to be a... anyway, not going to spoil that. I'm doing my absolute best. I don't know how the season's going to end. It's 24 episodes long, so I'm excited. Super excited. So, yep, that's it. That's this episode. I hope you watched it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk about it. Rimmer is the best. I really love this anime. I'm glad that a lot of people are enjoying it. I wish more people were enjoying it. So, what are we talking about? Keep watching videos. Oh, and sorry for not uploading Doctor Who. I'm not supposed to upload Doctor Who. So, you know, I hope you watched that too. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know. But yeah. That's it. Tomorrow we're talking about Gridman. And after that, Zombieland Saga, which actually our reviews of Zombieland Saga are going to come to a close pretty quickly because it's only a 12-episode season. But we're going to enjoy it for while we have it, so I hope you'll enjoy them with me. As always, I'm Fire Princess Lily, and until the next video, enjoy comics, enjoy cartoons, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye!